Okay, let me refresh the page. Oh. All right, let me make sure that our audio is coming through real quick.
Can you guys say something real quick?
Yep, our audio is coming in just fine.
Great. Okay, hello everyone. My name's Juice, and I do
We
think
did
today
it!
we are going to do another episode of River of Cursed Knowledge, which is where I bear witness to horrible animal facts that River comes up with because he really, really loves animals. We're here today with Bubby and River, who's going to be dropping that cursed knowledge upon me.
Hello.
That's Bubby, and that's River. Alright, let's get into it. What's an ungulate?
Ungulate.
What's an ungulate? It looks the same to me.
Okay, ungulate. An ungulate is the clade, the ungulata is the clade, and the orders, we're going to be looking at specifically the two orders that you will, the two major orders that you will find underneath the ungulata clade. So these are the two major families of ungulates, both of which look like they should be similar, but are in fact wildly different. So let's just go right into it.
Show us the men.
Let's not go into all of these. Let's keep it short. I don't think we want to learn about the Brontotheridae. So we're starting with the odd-toed ungulates because this is the easiest family to explain because they include mainly their living relatives include the rhinos, the tapirs, and the huronces. So you have equidae, which is horses, mules, donkeys, zebras. Mules are mostly just like, a
Mules.
mix. Mules are a mix between horses and donkeys. But
when you say
what?
odd-toed
Yes,
ungulate, do you mean like even and odd like numbers? Like that's just how many toes they have?
Yes, Juice.
Well, I'm just asking because like I don't know. I was just wondering if odd-toed meant like they had really wacky toes, like their hooves were curling inwards, like you told me horses do.
Well, sometimes horses get weird, wacky toes if you don't clip their hoofs. But
Yeah.
you learned about that from the first episode, didn't you?
I did learn.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to know about this one.
I don't. Wait, it can't get any worse than horses, right?
Yeah, that's River's favorite ungulate.
That's my favorite ungulate, but I'm not gonna fry your brain with that. We're gonna keep it small. So you have your horses, and obviously horses only stand on one toe. So one being an odd number, and horses having the one toe. Although the other members of the odd-toed ungulates do not have this setup, although I think rhinos have 3 toes, I believe. And tapirs, they appear to have not that. Let me see. Oh, he has 3 toes. What do you know? I learned something new today. Tapirs and rhinos have 3 toes on each foot.
Tapirs are so cute.
Tapirs are very cute.
I just want to hug them.
Look at that little guy.
They're very cute. They look like kind of like tiny little pigs, but like they have a lot to look at other than just their feet. So like it's understandable.
I like how round they are. Look at that. That's a perfect shape right there. Yes, it turns out odd-toed does also extend to the rhinos and the tapirs because they have an odd number of toes. They have their middle toe, which is the one obviously in the middle, which holds the most weight on the foot. And then they have their splayed out 2 side toes. So there's 3 toes, 3 being an odd number, you know.
So that's why they're called odd-toed ungulates.
Odd-toed ungulates.
Good job, Juice.
The horses, the tapirs, and the rhinos. And it's really simple to understand, you know, because they all have an odd number of toes on their footies.
All right.
But then you get to nope, don't look at that. But then you get to the even-toed ungulates.
All right, so I'm assuming these are all just going to be like hooved animals, like we already seen, like with the. Is that an orca?
Oops. I did not want to click on all of these items. I wanted to just... No, I don't want to look at giraffes. Why doesn't it do that for me? Okay, well, anyway, even-toed ungulates are a much more complex and large family. Kind of hard to explain. Which is why it's probably going to take up the bulk of this episode.
Okay.
Because, obviously... There's a lot to unpack with this family tree versus the other one, which was very simple to follow.
Yeah.
So, you have your pigs and your hippos, and that makes sense. Pigs and hippos, closely related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how they'd be ungulates.
Yeah. And then you have your camels. And your little antelopes and your little mouse deers.
Okay, I didn't even know that one existed until just now. Great.
Now you know that there's this tiny little rat deer.
I don't like that. Does he just run around the forest and just eat things like a rat would?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like no one talks about it?
I talk about it.
I talk about it.
All right.
We talk about it right now.
Okay.
So you got your camels and things. You got your giraffes, which I really like giraffes personally. I think giraffes are great. They're very fun. They're huge. I love that. You got your buffaloes. Got your deers.
Deer.
But you may have noticed something a little bit odd here.
Yeah.
So the even-toed ungulates, obviously, they stand on an even number of toes on their feet. That includes, the 2 front toes that in most even-toed ungulates goes like this.
Yeah, you've shown me this once before, and like I thought I'd be prepared now that we're looking at it one more time, but like I'm still never prepared for when you pull it up on the screen.
Enjoy the camel toe.
No, I don't want to enjoy the camel toe. The thing is...
And with the camels, actually, you can't see the 2 back toes, but believe me, they are there.
Oh, I didn't know they had 2 back toes. That's cool.
Well, the 2 back toes are just little bone nubbins in these guys, but in pigs and deers, you can see those 2 back toes. So they've got the 4 toes, and then they stand on the 2 main ones.
Are they ticklish?
They're mostly covered in keratin, so I don't imagine they're ticklish.
Okay, because when you pulled up the camel toe thing, there's like a little hole in there. So I wondered if like you put your finger be like ticklish to the camel.
Well,
don't
camels use that for walking on sand.
Okay.
So
Juice, do not tickle a
usually burning hot sand.
Okay, glad we got that covered.
Yeah. Hippopotamus, on the other hand, they have all 4 of their toes facing forward, unlike their relatives, which have 2 facing backward and 2 forward.
I see.
So they make use of all 4 toes when they're spreading out their weight, because they're very fat, in case you didn't notice.
They're very fat.
Although, to be honest, most of its stomach, it's not fat. They're actually very... but that's a whole nother thing.
That's terrifying, actually.
However, there is one problem with the even-toed ungulates.
Give it to me.
Not all
What's
of
the
them.
problem?
Not all of them have toes, per se.
What do they have?
What do they have?
cetaceans, whales, dolphins, um, are in the even-toed ungulate family.
Why? Why are?
Don't they? Oh, I don't like where this is going because I think I have an idea.
All right. Yeah.
River, you're not gonna tell me that whales and dolphins have like a secret hoof, are you? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep
which
at
is
night.
the fun which is the most fun skeleton to look at? Should we look at the sperm whale or the bowhead whale?
I would like
I
to
think
look
the
at
bowhead whale.
I would like the
Yeah, the
bowhead whale
bowhead.
so we don't like get in trouble.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Oh,
don't worry, Juice. The sperm whale is just as bad as what you're
The
looking at
sperm
now.
whale. Can I, River? May I jump in with a fun little fact about the sperm whale that's not biological?
Sure, go ahead.
The sperm whale was the type of whale that inspired Moby Dick, which is inspired about a real story about a literal sperm, like a giant sperm whale coming in, wrecking this dude's ship, and then marooning him and his crew on
Oh,
four
that's a great
lifeboats.
story.
Yeah,
I love that story. It's a great
yeah.
story.
Anyway, they ended up cannibalizing each other.
is
Yeah.
Moby Dick a horror book? Did I just like
It might as well
that?
be.
What is it?
It is if you're a whaler.
Yep.
Wait, what is it? Like what genre is Moby Dick?
Juice, that is off topic.
You're right, that's off topic. I want to get back into this whale because right now I'm looking at like a plier skull, and what is that like skeleton piece that's not even connected to the whale? Like what is that?
Well, you mentioned hidden hooves.
Oh,
well,
River.
You see, whales used to be this sort of almost wolf-like ungulate way back in the day that decided it was going to go live in the ocean, and gradually it started to become more and more adapted for the ocean and stayed in there for longer and longer periods of time until eventually they never left.
Great.
And now all that's left of their hind legs are those little bones that don't even connect to the body, and they're usually not even included in models.
Secret needs.
Do they move?
You know, well, there's this interesting thing that happens to dolphins sometimes. I wonder if the wiki has this.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
You might need to Google it.
Can you hold my hand, Bubby?
Okay, let's
not even I can help you now.
Duck, duck, go.
Four-finned dolphin. Here we are. Four-finned dolphins. Is there a better photograph of this little guy?
Wait. Can they move on land?
No.
Not yet.
They look like if you sat them on land, they could go.
You think you grow little vestigial flippers and you can suddenly walk on land, Juice?
Yeah.
That's what happened to him.
Yeah, it's what happened to me. I would. I'm not a coward.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and look how well that turned out for you. Well, anyway, you can see here, sometimes a mutation will occur. It's very rare, but sometimes those little vestigial back legs will start to develop a little bit more in the fetal stage.
Oh.
And then they get 4 fins instead of 2. Because at one point they were, way back in their family history, a 4-legged hoofed animal.
So they're just underdeveloped hoofs.
I just think they're so fun.
That's okay. So River, what you've just told me is insane. Because you're saying that if I put a dolphin and let it grow to its absolute full potential, it would have hooves.
Well, I mean, a dolphin's full potential is a dolphin.
So it can't grow any hooves anymore. We're safe?
You were not going to see horse hoof dolphin hybrids because the horse is an odd-toed ungulate and thus would not even remotely be able to crossbreed with a dolphin.
I see. Okay. Well,
so it's a good thing that dolphins have other relatives, particularly the hippopotamus.
I think I've learned quite enough for one day. Is that what else could you possibly tell me that could haunt my dreams more?
Well, you see, Juice,
Oh,
the fun thing about this information is that hippopotamuses, pigs, camels, even the little dick-dicks and mouse deers are more closely related to whales than they are to horses, rhinos, or tapirs. Because they're in the even-toed ungulates.
no, 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 no,
And
no,
it's just
no,
so wonderful,
no.
don't you think?
Is that,
It is. It is.
but judging by
Bobby
this,
agrees with me.
is there a possibility that some human, like subspecies of human, is still living in the ocean?
Who's to say?
Since when was I talking about hominids? Juice?
I don't know. We're talking about ungulates right now.
Human-
but like,
Humans are not in the ungulate family.
so this is only for ungulates? Only ungulates have like a counterpart that they can mate with that lives in the ocean?
Well, I wouldn't say that a hippopotamus can mate with a cetacean because they are separated by a lot of, the cetaceans live in the ocean and are very, very, like, specifically made to live in the ocean, and hippopotamuses live in the African rivers.
It don't look that
And
far. You
plus-
could just jump up a little bit to climb the ladder.
I mean, you don't see.
I'm not going to stop you from putting, like, dolphin sperm in a hippopotamus egg or hippopotamus sperm in a dolphin egg.
Is that legal?
But, I mean, no one can stop you if you're going to gun for that. Although, good luck getting the hippopotamus sperm.
Oh, I will get a hippopotamus egg, and when I get do they lay
Yeah.
eggs? Do they lay
Yeah,
eggs?
Juice?
Are they mammals?
No, Juice.
They're
Mammals, like, start off as, like, you need the two components to make the baby. You get the egg from the female and the sperm from the male.
I know.
And they're very, very tiny. Okay?
You have to.
Yes?
Yeah.
You know this?
I know how babies are made, but like if I were to like mix.
Okay, yes. Well, you see, when a cetacean and a hippopotamus love each other very much,
River.
they make a mouse deer.
No, no.
They don't. They can't.
No, they don't.
They
You're
don't.
lucky they don't.
Okay, so no mammals other than whales are ever born under the water, right? So like we're not gonna be seeing a.
Well, dolphins.
We're not gonna be.
Well, dolphins are whales. Dolphins are
No.
like sort of, cetaceans.
We're not
Do
gonna.
platypus hatch in water?
Platypuses, I don't think hatch in water because their eggs are, they need to be able to breathe while they're developing inside the eggs. Walruses, seals, they do not breed in the water because, again, they need to breathe a lot more. What cetaceans are generally the best at just living entirely underwater, and they never have to leave it, and they never will, hopefully.
Cool.
Huh.
If we see any dolphins on land, we should put them drastically back into the ocean immediately so that they do not just decide to grow hooves again.
Oh yeah. That's the danger of all the mass strandings that have been happening due to global warming and noise pollution in the ocean. Because all these whales and dolphins stranding themselves on the beach, you never know. One of them might just decide to grow their hooves back, and then they'll start walking.
I hate that. Also, before we go to the next fact real quick, noise pollution is really fucked up. Could you imagine just constantly hearing something that drives you insane?
Imagine being a animal that lives entirely by your sense of hearing, and the ocean is full of noise, boats. You've got your sonar from submarines. You've got fucking oil rigs. You've got like trawlers scraping across the bottom of the ocean. Just
Professor River.
a racket. Yes.
I have a fun fact. There is actually a town. I can't remember where it is, but there's a constant low humming noise in it, and no one can figure out what is causing it.
Wow, that's horrible. Awful. That's...
Maybe
Wow.
one day we'll find out.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
I hope we do.
What if it's the devil?
It's not the devil!
It's fun. It's fun that whales are related to ruminants, pigs and deers.
It's not fun.
And
I
think it's fun. Like cows.
I would
Love
Cows
cows.
are even-toed ungulates, and it's fun that whales are related to them because whales are predatory.
I'm sorry. They eat meat?
Yes, all species of cetaceans survive on other living creatures, like from the smallest brine shrimp even to other whales.
That is awful. That's awful.
You have of course you have your minke whales and your blue whales who eat the very, very small krill and small fish. But then you have the giant fucking sperm whale, which eats pretty much anything it can fit in his mouth, but especially giant squid. And then you have orcas, which are known to hunt minke whales and dolphins and pretty much anything in their environment that is naturally present and available.
Humans?
Well, I mean, there has never been a documented case of a killer whale predating on humans.
I hope you're right about that, because I don't want to ever be in an area with a killer whale and just know that it's eaten.
I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but humans are generally very far off from what their normal prey looks like, which is other things that look like them.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're reaching 22 minutes in. River, do you have any last facts? They're really I hate this.
Yeah, let's go back to my favorite ungulate, the odd-toed ungulate.
I should
Love
the
me an
Calicotherium.
Why did I ask? Go ahead. No, shoot at. Go ahead.
Okay, Calicotherium is my favorite ungulate of all time. It is also my favorite animal of all time, and I wish that they did not go extinct. But it's just a perfect animal. Just look at it. It walks on its knuckles like a gorilla, and yet it's an ungulate.
I don't like its lips that
And
much.
it's an odd-toed ungulate, so it's more closely related to horses than it is to gorillas,
I hate its lips.
which are how it stands like. It has very nice lips, doesn't it?
No.
Yes.
No.
It is. It was a sort of mid to high range browsing animal. So it probably would have had a mouth situation more akin to like a rhino, or perhaps even something that would look more sort of shaped like a tapir, which I think would be very fun to think about. Or maybe a giraffe sort of nose, or maybe they had really long tongues. That would be great.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe
I think long tongues is a great idea.
it's a great quality, and I really enjoy that animals kind of just have those for fun. Well,
The good news is these are not very closely related to whales, so you don't have to worry about a whale turning into one of these.
okay, thank God. All right, they're gone forever. We're never gonna see them again. That's great.
For now.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
No, it's
I'll figure it out one day.
God's real because that happened. Let's just say that.
Mhm. Did you enjoy your lesson today, Juice?
What I learned today was that there's two types of ungulates. There's the even-toed ungulates, and then there's the odd-toed ungulates. The even-toed ungulates are great. They're kind of understandable about why they are called that.
No, you're thinking about the odd-toed ungulates.
The odd-toed ungulates are camels, right?
It's okay. Yeah.
The camels and all
Well,
those.
no.
No?
Even-toed ungulates are camels.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Then what? Yeah. So even-toed ungulates.
Odd-toed ungulates are horses,
Mhm.
tapirs, and rhinos.
All right, so they're understandable, and then the other like even-toed ungulates are kind of messed up.
It's fucking everything.
It's everything. It could be like your pet could be an even-toed ungulate.
You got your camel, you got your camel, your pig, your ruminants like mouse deers and horn bearers, like these funky guys.
They are
Funky little gentlemen.
And then you've got your whippomorphas, which include the hippos and whales.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're called the whippomorphas.
I don't know why they're called whippomorphas, but I do know that
it's totally not because it includes hippos and whales.
Of course not.
I think I see like something on all fours there, like the tie up on its legs too. But yeah, so I think
let's look at that guy. Oh, look!
I don't like him. I hate him. Okay, moral of the story: don't let dolphins.
Ooh, I love him.
It is teeth.
Don't let dolphins up on land ever again, because they'll grow hooves, and that'll be a big problem for everybody.
Stop noise pollution in the oceans, and they won't grow hooves and start looking like hippos.
Yeah, stop noise pollution.
You don't want more hippos in the world, do you? Because hippos are the most dangerous animal in the world.
It's true.
If you look at a hippo, it'll kill you.
Thank you everybody so much.
I love it.
Listening to River of Cursed Knowledge. You can find River at Cyboogs on Tumblr and DeviantArt, which is CYBOOGS. You can find Bubby at,
if you perceive me at all, I will beat you to death.
Oh yeah, River isn't very communicative, but for Bubby, that's Shitlord at Tumblr, and that's SHTL0RD. And you can find me at Juice Does Things on Twitch, which I'm probably not ever going to use again because it's shit, and Tumblr and this account.
Don't forget to plug the Discord.
We have a Discord. I'll probably keep that in the description so you guys can join. You have to be 13 and up. But yeah, thank you so much. We might do more of these and help you guys learn about animals in a fun way.
But mainly just to torture Juice.
No!